Welcome back, part 2 trailer build. If you hadn't seen part 1, go check it out. It's a little quick intro, about a 7-minute video. This one's going to be a little bit longer because I'm actually starting to do some things. So, quick recap: 16 foot, 8 foot tall, 8.5 wide. Solar is going to go on the roof. That's what we're working on first. So yeah, quick little doohickey again. We've got 6 of these panels going on the roof. They're going to be mounted on Unistrut, so I need enough supporting holes in the roof for some all-thread studs that I'm going to make go through the roof to have some slotted Unistrut sit on stainless steel. And so we've already drilled at the correct width, the correct length. Get to do all that fun math. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so all in all, we put 5 and 5 holes, 10 holes total. So a little bit more than I wanted, but unfortunately, the Unistrut I have is only 10 foot length. So I'm gonna have to use some like 5.5 foot pieces. So you have to support, right? So you wind up having to drill a few more holes for that. What else? So after today, I should have the studs mounted and check back in just a second. Look like Guy Fieri with these glasses on, but safety first. So yeah, boom. Cutting some all thread. Yep. Here we go. See if I can do this one-handed. Nope, this side. Metal. So macho. Woo! My beard is going crazy today. It's very gray in the sun. Wow. Hello again from the top of the trailer. Get to come see what all I've been doing up here. Been scooting around on this thing, trying not to fall off, and success. It's success. We have studs. Look at them. Look at them. Yep. We sealed them up nicely with some lap sealant underneath and just some regular old silicone, flexible silicone caulk over the top. And then I have, once that kind of sets overnight, tomorrow I will, or maybe later tonight, I'll come back and I have some spray silicone sealant that I'm gonna spray all around it and seal them up real good, because last thing I want is water ever coming in here. Yeah, so I think the next little segment we're going to talk about is the wiring of the solar panels and the layout and how I'm going to get through the roof with that, and I'll explain all that right now. All right, one little quick lesson before I go in. Let's talk about series. Let's talk about parallel. How do you calculate your inputs to your charger for your battery bank? So, in the user manual and also on the back of my machine, it tells me my maximum inputs, which are this one right there, the DC input. That says 11 to 150 volts DC, 15 amp max. That 15 amp max is going to make a lot more sense in just a second, because we set up a demonstration. Hello. Oh my God, mosquitoes, dude. Louisiana. Yeah. All right. So my EcoFlow maximum inputs, 150 volt DC, 15 amp maximum. We get two different examples of how you can wire up panels, right? They don't have two posts. Let's talk about parallel first. In a parallel circuit, you're going to tie all your positives together. Positive to positive to positive to positive, positive to positive, positive, all the way to your charger. In that scenario, you're going to parallel. Your voltage does not change. Parallel 24 volt panel stays 24 volts across all of them, and your amperage is going to increase. That is the current that it can produce. It's not how much it is producing. So if all we can use is 15, you're leaving 35 amps of potential current that it could produce, and it's not producing. It never can produce because your charger can only take 15 of it. So it's a big waste. So to optimize, you want to try and get as close you can to the top of both of these ranges. That would be an extremely efficient way to wire these together. So the way we're going to wire it is in series. In series, you bring your positive, your farthest most positive to the charger, and then you tie positive to negative all the way down the bank. You just take the connectors that are built in on the panels, like this. You would take the positive, go to that one, take the negative, go to that positive, and it's pretty simple. So we tie them all together, negative to the charger, positive to the charger, and your outputs will be an additive voltage because in a series, your amps do not change. Add all these together, 144 volts, and your output is only 8.3 amps. Now, how do you calculate that? Well, 1200 watts is our maximum nameplate output. Perfect conditions. We divide, I promise this is a division, divide, I drew it kind of weird, I'm sorry. 1200 divided by 144 gives you your 8.3. So 1200 watts divided by 24 volts equals 50. That's no bueno. So for my situation, for my bank and my panels, 24 volt panels, we're going to tie them all together in series. And we're going to stay underneath the maximums so we stay efficient. What else we got to talk about? I think that's it. Honestly, I think that was great. I might be the smartest man alive. I don't know. See you guys for part 3. Part 3, we're going to start putting panels on the roof, wiring everything in. I got to cut a hole in the ceiling. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Part 3 soon.